So we've got one of two options, right? As it stands. So either we can go in boots on ground and complete the job, which is going to have its own problems, concerns, and we'll have to deal with the people and whether they welcome us or they're against us. Or we consider it mission accomplished and we just stop. And now we've got these people that have to deal with the regime or what's left of the regime and how they react, how they recover from this, right? Both are not good options. Both are not going to do us any favors. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trey.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Back at it with another video.
Another one.
Today we're going to be reacting to DL Hughley, his new podcast. I want to say new podcast, but I'm not sure. I'm a new subscriber, so it just hit my radar. So we're going to check in on see what he's talking about. He starts off this one that we're going to get into talking about Jesse Jackson's funeral, and I believe his son, coming out and speaking about how some of the people spoke and things of that nature. Got a few views on that one, but without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into it.
Of course, Jesse Jackson was laid to rest. Several people attended. All three living presidents, well, three of the living presidents, and one who was cosplaying president. He didn't come, but it was a long funeral.
It was.
Yeah, man. I never thought I'd see a funeral that was longer than Aretha Franklin's.
Or James Brown.
This funeral was it could have come with a box set. But I think you did him justice, laid in the work. He's a luminary. I think that given the fact that the administration didn't recognize him, they would lower the flag at half-mast for a podcaster, but not for a luminary in the civil rights arena. So
I think DL hit the nail on the head right there. It's a damn shame that Jesse Jackson didn't get honored by the White House and the administration, given everything that he's done, what he represented, how he always tried to. Yes, of course, he supported black people and supported black voices and the community, but he represented bringing people together in unity. And if you can't honor that and really see that, then it's disingenuous, because that's everything that he was about, right? Some of the speeches that he gave, how much of a pivotal part in the civil rights movement he was, all of it. So, and again, the honor and respect that they've shown someone like Charlie Kirk as opposed to Jesse Jackson is just, people, you can't really. You can say, nuanced statements and takes on how, he did, the president said this, or different influencers have said this, but they meant this, and they never said these disparaging things. But the actions, right? The actions always speak volumes. So not honoring Jesse Jackson is speaking with a megaphone, without saying it.
I thought that was, I thought they send him off. I think that, but his son, Jesse Jr., had a bit of a problem. And I think
he actually said yesterday, I listened for several hours of 3 United States presidents who did not know Jesse Jackson. And then I guess apparently the family had asked attendees not to bring their politics to the service.
Well, here's the thing. We know Jesse Jackson primarily because of politics. And those people worked in and around him, right? So if somebody from your job comes to your eulogy, obviously they're going to talk about the connection with you at your job and the thing that they had the connection to. And it is fair to say that most people you work with don't know you. But those people were invited because, the pomp and circumstances that come with them would illuminate Jesse Jackson. I mean, you could have had.
And I think not knowing them, like DL is explaining, it's more nuanced than that, because they took a lot of them met with him and worked on different policy and different initiatives and things of that nature, or at least heard him out on things that he was trying to do. And like I said, so yeah, they may not have been, speaking every day or on a weekly basis and things of that nature, but Jesse Jackson, you can guarantee, was involved with each one of these presidents while they were maybe when they were in Congress, maybe when they were in the Senate, or even when they were president. Like he was that type of a person. He was always in the mix. So, but I kind of on one side get the, hey, I don't want my father's funeral politicized in such a way, but I'm sorry. Like, your father was a great man, that his legacy and what he represents and what he means to people is so expansive. Like, I get his ask, I get his want, but he knew he had to know that was coming. He had to know that was coming. And me personally, as a son, like, if my father being that man, that figure, that person for so many people, I would accept that. I would accept that. But I get it. I get feeling a certain type of way about it.
A private thing, and I don't think it would have had, the cachet. Not, and obviously that doesn't diminish how important it is to your family. But, you invited those people, those luminaries here. They obviously expressed themselves. I think that we know Jesse Jackson primarily in the political and civil rights arena, so it would only make sense that people, would bring that up. And it's no one is going to know you like your family knows you.
Exactly.
No one's going to know you at your job, which we're talking about, your vocation, like your family does. I remember my father died. I learned he did all kind of stuff, like actually work.
Your daddy had a job.
Laid to rest. This is Bill Maher this Friday.
All right, so that's the end of that one. Now he's gonna get into talking about Bill Maher, right? I didn't know this, but Bill Maher and DL go back, which now that he explains the story, it doesn't really surprise me. A lot of these comedians will tell stories about how they all came up together on the comedy scene way back when, and how it was and how it was tight knit. Everybody was doing clubs together, and you would run into people at all times. So I get that part. Let's listen to what he's got to say.
This week, war. We bombed Iran, and it's going on. Now, have you expected me to say I hate it? I don't. Sorry. When he puts boots on the ground, yeah, then I'll hate it. Now, I know too many happy Iranian Americans. Sorry. You cannot name one horrible thing that has happened in the Middle East in the last 50 years and not connect it to this fascist theocracy. They're like 6 degrees of they don't eat bacon. And it's popular. I mean, Iranians all over the world are doing the Trump dance. Have you seen that? It's amazing, yeah.
And it's interesting because his reaction to it, and I think a lot of old white dudes react to Iran just like that. I think that the thing about Bill is he is an older white dude. He's a rich dude. He is a single, straight dude. So in an American dude who looks at that part of the world pretty much. I think Bill is a lot. I would say that some of the things he said over the course of the last few years have been very Islamophobic. Very. Like, very. You couldn't say that about anybody else but people from Islam. Like some of the things he said. What did he say?
So he has a history, like you said. One of the things that he said is Islam is the only religion that acts like the mafia that will fucking kill you if you say the wrong thing.
Except that the Catholics had...
Yeah, I was just about to... Whoa. You can't say that without acknowledging Christianity, right? And the hypocrisy behind that statement. And I mean, here these days, like, I mean, you can't say anything about Israel, critical of Israel, without, some sort of repercussion these days. That's the power that they hold. So, I mean, it's crazy. Like, Islam has received a bad rap because they've had a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, to try and put that on one religion while just ignoring the atrocities of all the others is how do you get that off?
The Pope bless the mafia. Like, it's crazy. But it's also like people, the Iranians he is talking about that were dancing, I guarantee you they weren't in Iran. There's a difference between Tehran and Topanga. I think that those people, have a decidedly different view. Whether they like the Ayatollah or not, I don't necessarily like this administration, but I wouldn't appreciate someone else coming over here and attacking this country. I just wonder, all these people he thinks that are rejoicing, I bet those 175 parents of those 175 students that were killed at that school weren't rejoicing. The people that he was laughing with wasn't Iran. That was a valet parking lot.
Yeah, and DL is bringing up another good point, because not only is it the school children and the faculty of that school and things of that nature. I've looked, and there's a whole bunch more. Like, people are losing their homes. There's a lot of different structures that have been targeted. I think there was another boys' school that was recently hit. Not sure if the death count, but there's plenty of people injured, plenty of homes damaged and or destroyed and things of that nature, and we're still attacking to this day. All that to say, like, just as many people as we make happy, like the same thing happened in Iraq. We made a lot of people happy in Iraq, but we made just as many people, if not more, unhappy with how we went in, and then once we were there, how we occupied and on our daily operations, how we interacted with the public and the civilian population. So, obviously we're not boots on ground yet for Iran, but we've already made our mark. We've already made our presence known and felt. So the people that don't like the regime, sure, they may be thankful for us for attacking. But, the people that have been negatively affected, like losing homes, family members dying, things of that nature, they'll never forget this. And then again, like I said, so we've got one of two options, right? As it stands. So either we can go in boots on ground and complete the job, which is going to have its own problems, concerns, and we'll have to deal with the people and whether they welcome us or they're against us, or we consider it mission accomplished and we just stop. And now we've got these people that have to deal with the regime, or what's left of the regime, and how they react, how they recover from this, right? Both are not good options. Both are not going to do us any favors.
I'm starting to wonder what they served at that dinner he had. Was it corned beef hash or just hash? I'm like, he has become a decidedly different dude.
What? And I ask this in all sincerity because I know you were friends, very good friends.
He went to my 40th birthday party. I was very good friends with him. He went to my 40th birthday party. I think he used to date a lot of black chicks. Like, I think we used to smoke weed together. I think when I look back at what I think happened to Bill, I think that after when he told that joke and he said, nigga, and it caused a firestorm, I think it changed the way he started to do things. I think if you look at the old Bill Maher, like when he said this on Politically Incorrect, his first show.
We have been the cowards, lobbing cruise missiles from 2,000 miles away.
Absolutely.
That's cowardly.
That is a
Staying in the airplane when it hits the building. Say what you want about it, not cowardly.
And now he goes from saying that to basically, applauding for the same methodology he decried earlier, bombing from far away. So I think the old Bill would be at odds with the old Bill. His whole affect changed. I'm telling you, I remember I was in Mexico, and I remember it was everywhere where he told a joke about nigga.
We'd love to have you work in the fields with us.
Work in the field.
That's part of that.
Senator, I'm a house nigga. No, it's a joke.
Bitch, hey, bitch.
I'm a comedian. I defended his right to say it. Just like John Rocker, just like Michael Richardson, just like Don Imus. I've been pretty consistent defending people's right to free speech and to say whatever, and you could either be offended or not. But I think he hung out with black people. He knocked off black chicks. He smoked weed with us, and I think he thought he could say it.
Well, Ice Cube paid him a visit to, confront him about that very thing.
I knew you was gonna fuck up sooner or later.
You was looking for a nigga? Nigga here now, see?
I did. I love your show. You got a great show.
Thank you.
But you be bucking up against that line a little bit. You got a lot of black jokes. You know what I'm saying? You do.
Well, against racists. Not, yes.
Sometimes you sound like a redneck trucker.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Now that
Yes,
I gotta.
you do.
No, I don't. That
Yes,
I gotta
you do.
push back on.
All right. You know, it's a word that has been used against us. It's like a knife, man. And you can use it as a weapon or you can use it as a tool. It's been used as a weapon against us by white people. And we're not gonna let that happen again by nobody because it's not cool. I know you heard it's in the lexicon, everybody talking, but that's our word now. That's our word now. And you can't have it back. And I hear my homie say it don't feel like venom. When I hear a white person say it feel like that knife stabbing me, even if they don't mean it.
If you look at the line and
So this is something that, yeah, I think I just wasn't tracking. You know, I didn't become terminally online until recent years. So whenever this did go down, I could see what DL is bringing up, because you got to think one of the champions against woke culture, or he considers himself, I think, to be a champion against woke culture, is Bill Maher, right? So if, just follow me for a second, if he believes that, you know, woke culture is trying to cancel you for things that you say and things of that nature, and he felt a certain kind of way about Ice Cube coming on and reading him the riot act on him saying the N-word, right? Him saying nigga, which he shouldn't have said, and, you know, whatever. He shouldn't have said it, and he could have just let it be like a moment where, you know what I'm saying, he had to eat crow a little bit. He had to apologize and move on for it, because it wasn't something irredeemable. At least it doesn't seem like. It seemed like he was trying to make a joke and it didn't land, and he shouldn't have said it. It wasn't him. It wasn't for him to use the term. All that to say, fast forward, and now he's so committed to his right to say things and people not being offended or, you know, come and try and, like, he pretty much says, like, no matter what I say, you can't come and have offense to what I say. You know what I'm saying? I have the right to say it, and that's all. So he completely changed his persona to fight solely for free speech and anti-cancellation, if you, like, pay attention to how he kind of addresses certain topics and things of that nature. It's insightful because I didn't know that had happened.
the kind of about face of Bill Maher, if you pointed a line at that and drew a line out, that begot his hatred of woke. Like, if you look at the way he assails wokeness, it's not discernibly different than the way they do it at the Trump administration.
Yeah, that's true.
He has turned into an old white guy. He said, I can't tell if he's Bill Maher or Tucker Carlson. They sound alike. They seem very friendly. I think he is as Islamophobic as they are. He said he assaults woke like they do. He's so different. He's dating white chicks now. But I think that thing, you thought you were cool and were able to do something, and when he found out that he wasn't, I think it changed his whole affect. He used to be very funny, very like, and we saw things the same way. And I think, you know, he has become, if things can make you more conservative and more staid in your approach, there are things that can open you up. Like, I have seen things that made me, like, I'm an older black guy, he's an older white guy. We're naturally going to our own inclinations. But I think there's a decided difference. I think that is the inflection point. When he couldn't say nigga, I think when he because even if you look at the video, he was chastened.
Yeah.
And I think part of that is being a comic and that kind of freedom that comes with that, and that thing that you do as a comedian. But part of it is, I really thought I had permission to say nigga.
Well, you could tell if you look at the video of when he actually said the N-word. And then you look at the video of him next to Ice Cube, his body language, everything about him was totally
and everything
different.
about that. If you look at that, look at his assault on just the progressive ideas and ideas is specifically because woke didn't start out. It was our way of having us be aware of what's happening. It has been taken over by everybody else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything they didn't like or everything was considered liberal, they put it into the basket
pretty
of woke.
much just saying, hey,
and
don't have your blinders on.
Like,
be aware.
you say everything about woke, DEI and all those kinds of things that resulted in the administration that came in and co-opted that mantra, and all of a sudden you have hundreds of thousands of black women that are out of job. You had our history under assault. People basically being told they had accomplished what they did because of their skin color and because of some set aside. And ironically, now all of those people that got left go, they're having to bring back. Mm-hmm. That to me became part and parcel of why he became a different guy.
Because it is weird, because I'm telling you, you used to be on the show a lot.
I was on the show all the time.
I think you told me one time that he said you were his favorite guest.
I remember he said I was his favorite guest. And I think naturally you get older, your inclinations change, your ideas change. I think if you're the same as you were every 10 years, I think you probably substantively change. But I think he has turned into an old white dude who watches Fox News. Why he doesn't know it yet.
So we're going to stop it there. Yeah, I think that's a pretty interesting look into Bill Maher, right? Kind of his origin arc, so to speak, on how he got to where he is now. I don't enjoy him. I don't like listening to him talk, but I remember once upon a time I thought he was a pretty smart dude. But yeah, I don't like hearing him talk. I think I might agree with him once in a blue moon, but something about him, it's annoying to listen to him. But that's just me. But y'all let me know. Do y'all enjoy his content, his show? Do y'all watch him? I know he gets a lot of people to come on there and have dialogue with him. So yeah, let me know if y'all enjoy his content. Let me know if y'all are fans of Dia. Make sure y'all go on and subscribe to his new podcast. And yeah, until next time, I'll holla at you.
Ooh, hey, why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy. I pop out, they go wild, so celebrity. Too busy winning, I forgot that I got frenemies.